All right, folks. 10 seconds and counting. You actually don't see the counter in the bottom right-hand corner, but it's 5 seconds before I can join draft number 2 of the Arena Open. This is day 2, draft number 2 of the Arena Open. And let me just break down the stakes here, okay? In the very first draft, the video that you saw yesterday, we went 4-0. What does that mean? Well, I have 2 losses, okay? I get to play until I pick up 2 losses. If I pick up 2 losses, I get eliminated from the draft and the entire tournament, okay? Now, here are some numbers. If I pick up 2 wins before I pick up 2 losses in this draft, best 2 out of 3, I get $500. If I win 3 matches before I pick up 2 losses, I win $1,000. And if I pick up 4 wins before I pick up 2 losses, so 4-1 or better, I get to go home. Actually, I am home, but I get to stay home and win $2,000. So this is as big as it gets. And for those of you who have been following the channel, well, in the previous Arena Open a couple of weeks ago, I went 4-0 in my first draft. And I botched the second draft, the worst draft deck I've ever drafted in Bloomburrow, and I went 1-2. So hoping I can turn things around in this draft and get home, and stay home and win $2,000. All right, before I head in here, quick shout out to the sponsors of this channel. The first one being TCGplayer.com. TCGplayer.com is the place to go to for all your Magic the Gathering and TCG singles and sealed product needs. Make sure you check them out and click that affiliate link in the description below for anything that you would like to shop for on their website. Additionally, this video is brought to you by HeavyPlay.com. Go to HeavyPlay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order on all things Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories, playmats, deck boxes, dice boxes, etc. Okay, 17 out of 24 players in this draft queue. Let's hope the internet does not go down for this one. The last one, it was almost a total disaster. We disconnected halfway through pack 2, missed out on like 5 or 6 picks, but we managed to salvage a 4-0. Can we do it again? This draft for all the marbles. Come on. Okay, what do we have here? A lot of interesting choices. We have Thunder Trap Trainer. Very, very good blue card. But starting out the draft with a blue card is a little bit scary. Then we have Bright Blade Stoat. Fantastic 2-mana card in any aggressively slanted deck. Red, white, black, white, green, white, all very good. Then we have a good removal spell in Nocturnal Hunger. I do believe it's better than Take Out the Trash. And then we have Moonstone Harbinger, which I do think is specifically good in black-white, but I think I would rather take the other cards here before I move into something like this, which is a black-white card. So what I'm looking at here is the Stoat, the Trainer, and the Hunger. And honestly, I think you can go either direction between Stoat and Hunger. I like the Trainer, but like I said, I don't like first picking a blue card necessarily. I think these are somewhat similar on power level, but I want to be the proactive colors here and take the Stoat first pick out of that pack and then kind of see where things go. But if you're very comfortable drafting blue, and I have learned to become more comfortable drafting blue, but at the same time, I won't go into blue unless I see the blue cards. I'm not going to first pick it necessarily, but if you're passing me 4th pick Shoreline Looter, stuff like that, I'll take it. What better way to follow up a Bright Blade Stoat than a second pick Hop to it? The person passing to us first pick the rare. There's a Feather of Flight. Marstalker's fine. Honor Dray Leader is great if you're the all-in black-green Squirrels deck. And then there's a Take Out the Trash. Honestly, this pick's not even close. Hop to it is miles better than anything else, in my opinion, unless you're specifically black-green. Hopefully, we can table something like a Crumb and Get It out of this pack. Maybe the Feather of Flight, but this pack's pretty weak, so I don't think that's going to happen. But very happy picking up a second pick Hop to it here to continue cutting off the white cards here and seeing what else is available. And another pack with white cards, so very, very happy with that. Noting that I do like Paw Patch Formation. Longstock Brawl is also good, but no reason to deviate from white. There's a Banishing Light and a Repel Calamity. And I think I prefer the Banishing Light. Repel Calamity is also nice, but I like that this just kills absolutely anything. So I'm going to go with the Banishing Light here over the Calamity, but I think that's somewhat close between the two. And now we have this pack, which overall fairly weak. Now there's a Brambleguard Captain. Now, if I want to go red-white, that is definitely a nice pivot card. I think it's better than these other 2 white cards here. But there's also a Mabel's Medal. If I wanted to do something like that, it helps, it's just a decent combat trick. Red-white is a pretty solid color combination. But this is just a pretty decent combat trick, and it keeps me in white. It doesn't seem like green is particularly open, though, so red-white might be where we need to be. So you know what? I will take the Brambleguard Captain here, just because I feel like red-white might be where we need to be, just based on what we see. It could be black-white as well, but I want to take the creature here over the combat trick. This is also just good with Hop to it in general, just because it allows your X1s to trade up. You know, turn your 1/1s into 3/1s, which is quite nice. Now we have this pack that's a late pawn profit, but really, really hard to pivot into that. We are seeing all the Daggerfang duos on the planet, but I don't think we need to take that. Here, I think it's between Head of the Homestead and Mabel's Medal. And I'm going to take Head of the Homestead. I really think this card is excellent. Like this as a top-end card. Picking up, some number of combat tricks is going to be easy enough, I feel. Now I'll take a Sonar Strike as a decent interactive combat trick over the Daring Wave Rider, knowing that that is a decent blue card, but again, trying to be more proactive here and taking the Sonar Strike here. And now, all right, it does feel to me that at least the red-white archetype is pretty open. That's a pretty late Flowerfoot Swordmaster, which I will take over the Sonar Strike, particularly good with cards like the Brambleguard Captain. So let's take the Swordmaster here, be very, very heavy white, maybe with a touch of red to be able to do the Valiant thing. And now we have this pack, which this does not seem like a Harnesser of Storms deck. I'm going to put Swordmaster here at 3. Yeah, I'm just going to take Thistledown players. Just a solid 3-mana card. Certainly not seeing a million red cards here. We do see a Sticky Tongue Sentinel. Harnesser of Storms is okay, but I'll just take the Thistledown players to have it go into my deck and then see what happens. Here we don't see any red cards. There's an Early Winter, which is pretty bad. Haven't seen much green, so we can either take the Bellowing Crier or Waxwing Witness. If we wanted to end up in black-white, the Waxwing Witness could be a little better, but we have been seeing some blue, and I do think the Waxwing Witness is replaceable enough where I'll take the Bellowing Crier and, I just don't think that I'm likely going to play the Waxwing Witness, and if we keep seeing the blue cards, maybe this is something that we can do. Wow, Feather of Flight tabled, and I'm extremely happy about that. So definitely want to be more aggressively slanted here, and this is 9 cards that I'm reasonably happy with playing. We do have a couple of ways to go wide in this deck. We have Flowerfoot Swordmaster, Hop to it, and Head of the Homestead, so Rabbit Response would be quite nice. Again, the only red card we have here is Brambleguard Captain, but we are seeing a good amount of white cards, so it's a little bit weird. I'm not sure what my second color needs to be, but you know what I do know? White is absurdly open. I almost took Repel Calamity 3rd or 4th pick, and it tabled, so we are looking quite nice here. Bravekin Duo is fine. Obviously, in red-white, it's a little bit better. Now I'll take a Long River's Pull, and this deck certainly wants to be very, very on the very, very aggressive end of the spectrum. All right. Decision time here, folks. Brambleguard Card Captain's my only red card. My white is deep enough. Do I just take Fecund? Do I just take the green shell here just because it's so much better than everything else? Or do I take something like a Short Bow, which I know is likely going to be pretty good here? This is tough because the green shell is quite good. Okay, you know what? I like the Short Bow, but it's not even clear that red was open. So I'm just going to take just the absolute best card in this pack, which is the green shell. It's an extremely powerful card. One of the best rares in the entire set. And it's one of those things where we might just have to plant our flag and just go, hey, I am just going to try to make this work. Right? I'm going to play the green shell. I'm going to go for the power. And if this ends up being open, then I absolutely want to be in the green shell deck. All right. Now we have a really, really interesting pick. We have Intrepid Rabbit and Blacksmith's Talent. There's also Rabid Gnaw. I think given where we're at and kind of we're looking to potentially be a little bit flexible, I think Rabbit is phenomenal in any white deck, right? There's a Blacksmith's Talent and a Rabid Gnaw, both of which are also very good cards. I actually think on power level, they're pretty similar. But given that there is a slight chance that we go into green shell, I'm going to take the card that I know is going to be fantastic and still allows me to, and that will make my deck every single time, whereas there is a small chance that we don't end up in red-white. So let's take the Rabbit here, put it in our 4-mana slot, and carry on. It's another Thundertrap Trainer. Nobody likes drafting blue, of course. And now there's not a whole bunch of green cards, so now we have to pivot again. And there's a Heartfire Hero. I don't really care too much for Banishing Light. I'd rather keep my curve low. So I am interested in taking things at the cheap end of my mana curve. And I do think Heartfire Hero is excellent in red-white. So I'll take it here. In this case, I think this is enough better than the Banishing Light where I want to take this. Look, the way I look at it here is if I just ended up with a bunch of good green cards in pack 2, maybe that's enough where I can just take all the white cards in pack 3 just because we had so many playables. That was kind of my thought process here. Here, could use Take Out the Trash. Might have the Meek's pretty easy to get. And so I'll take Out the Trash here. At least getting the red in this pack. Let's hide the green shell here. And this is kind of where we're at right now. Definitely need more 2s. Okay, definitely need more 2s. So I will be prioritizing that over most things here. Probably playing the Bravekin duo in this deck. It feels like it's pretty good with Heartfire Hero and the Flowerfoot Swordmaster. Just give me something cheap. Yep, Whisker Quill Scribe, I'll take it. I do think it's better than the Steam Path Charger in this deck, just because we're going to have ways to turn on the Valiant. That's a late Vine Reap Mentor. All right, more 2-drops, please. All right, nothing here for us. Some green cards if we decided to go that direction, but I always just like Uncharted Haven, so I will even in my red-white decks, I will happily play this. I like casting my spells, and so should you. So should you. More 2s. I want like 4 more 2-drops if possible. Nothing here for us. People are very, very scared of being in blue. This is just not a spot where we can be blue. I'm going to take Conduct Electricity. Not my favorite card to play, but it's a playable card if we end up going down that direction. Now there is a Teapot Slinger, which I don't really love in red-white, but I'll play it if I absolutely need to. I'll hide it for now. It's just, this needed to be like a 4-3 or something. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I much prefer Alania's Pathmaker. Although, actually, this is probably Thistledown players. I just need to keep my curve lower. And it works well with Heartfire Hero and the Whisker Quill Scribe. Now I'll take a Raccoon Rallier just to have a 2-mana card in my deck. So, these aren't the most spectacular cards, but they do work well with what we're trying to do, right? We have the Swordmaster, the Scribe, the Heartfire Hero, and the Brambleguard Captain. So we have a lot of cards here that really go well with everything else that we're trying to do. I'll take the Waxwing Witness in case there's a... I feel like we're going to have enough playables here, but I'm going to take it just in case, because we're playing for $2,000. I'm not going to take 20 gems there, okay? As much as I want to. Okay. We are really missing on these packs, though. Like, we just don't have any bombs. This is rough. What do we take? This is not a Star Charter deck. I guess it's just another Head of the Homestead. I mean, this card's fine. I'm going to take it over the Uncharted Haven. Now we have 2 cards at the top end of our mana curve, and that'll be it. And with double Head of the Homestead and Hop to it, and the Flowerfoot Swordmaster, we do have a go wide angle, meaning that, certainly like a Rabbit Response would be a welcome addition to this deck. And yeah, I mean, Blacksmith's Talent would have been good here, of course, but look, you can't ever be sad about playing Intrepid Rabbit in your deck. Another miss here. I will take a 2-drop in the Whisker Quill Scribe just to build out the rest of our deck. And hopefully this is one of those instances where it's just like, hey, we're just curving out, and hopefully that's good enough to take it down. This is interesting. I think it's between Quake Dusk Boar and Mabel's Metal. I'm going to take the Boar. This just ends games, you know what I mean? I'll take another Rallier here. Welcome addition to this deck. And we're just curving out, right? That's what we're doing. All right, Take Out the Trash seems good. I don't really have any way to generate that many tokens with the Warren Guard. I have Flowerfoot, 1, 2. Yeah, I just don't have enough ways to make tokens. So I don't think the Season Warren Guard's great here. I'll just take Out the Trash as another solid removal spell. And now I will take a Short Bow. I think it's fine to take here over the Pileated Provisioner. I don't need another 5-mana creature, but I will take the Short Bow as just a way to turn on my Valiant. Here we have the choice between Thistledown players and Veteran Guard Mouse. Guess I'll just take another... Oh, God, this is really underwhelming. You know what? I'm going to take the Guard Mouse for this one. This makes my deck a little bit more flexible. It's another Valiant card. I have double Rallier, double Thistledown players as ways to turn things on. Another Take Out the Trash is a welcome addition. And then we just need to figure out what we want to cut out of the collection of cards we have here right now. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Bravekin Duo. It's just really expensive, but it is a nice way to turn things on. But I feel like I like the Raccoon Rallier a little bit more. For example, I think I like Bravekin Duo more than I like Short Bow. Oh, excuse me. I think I like Short Bow more than I like Bravekin Duo. Because you just have to pay the 1 mana here. The Short Bow is also nice when you do have the Blacksmith's Talent, notably. But I mean, this deck's not insane. Not at all. I just wanted like 1 copy of Rabbit Response. Or even, what's the 2 mana? Worn Elder? Like, Worn Elder would have been great too, but we kind of got cut off there. Sadly. So, I mean, sadly, this is what we're left with. I do like Mabel's Medal, and I don't need another 5. I could play Seed Pod Squire. Actually, I think I want the Seed Pod Squire. I have a lot of spells already. This could actually be reasonable, because I hate this if I have a deck with a bunch of flyers, but in a deck without a bunch of flyers, and in a deck that's looking to turn on Valiant, I don't think it's that bad, right? It gives you a little bit of reach, it's evasion, and then it pumps, like literally all my other creatures don't fly. All right, let's take a look here and figure out what it is that we want to cut from our deck. All right, I can cut Conduct Electricity. I think I can probably cut Sonar Strike. I have Banishing Light triple take out the trash. I don't actually know if Banishing Light's better or worse than Sonar Strike, but Sonar Strike is close enough to take out the trash where I would rather have the thing that kills something big along with this Repel Calamity. Now, Hop to It is actually a creature, so that goes up here. We still need to cut 4 cards from this deck. We can cut the Slinger. My curve is really low. I wonder if this is a 16-land deck. Like, maybe I cut ahead of the Homestead, right? Because I also have a lot of filtering here. Maybe it's something like this. So, like, we cut a mountain, and we cut ahead of... Oops, that's too many. I mean, can we cut both head of the Homesteads? Where's the rest of my deck? Okay. There's a Sonar Strike. Yeah, like if I wanted to keep my curve on the lower end of the spectrum, this is what I could do. But Head of the Homestead is a pretty good card, but I don't have that many go wide cards. That's the thing. You know, I actually don't hate this. I don't hate this. Yeah, just cut both Head of the Homesteads. The main reason here being is I literally, like, I think this card is good. It's fairly good. But number one, it's like double white. I have lots of rummaging happening, or some number of rummaging happening. And I also just don't have that many ways. It's a 5 mana card that gets me 5 power and 4 toughness, right? The thing is, though, I just don't have any way to, like, I don't have any ways to pump my things for going wide. And I think that's kind of the reason why I'm going to choose to do that, which also makes my decision of playing 16 lands a little bit better. Like, I still have stuff to do with my mana with the Bravekin Duos and the Short Bow, so I'll have stuff to do. But I think this is what I want to do. I'm going to try this. Okay, let's go. Beatdown deck, let's curve out, and let's try to win some money here. All right, now before round 1 starts, I did want to say, if you've been enjoying this content, and I really hope that you have, one of the best ways to support this channel is through my Patreon channel. Patreon.com/paulcheon is the link, and I want to give a special shout out to all the patrons scrolling here. Big shout out. Thank you so much for supporting my content. All right, here it is. We are on the draw, sadly. I'm going to keep this. We have 2 mountains and a plains with a decent curve. Obviously, my deck wants to go first every single time. Do not play a Pawn Prophet. I'll be sad. Do not play a Thornvault Forager. I will also be sad. All right, I'm going to kill that immediately. Next turn, we can play Raccoon Rallier. What the... This is where we're at? My opponent's just playing double rare? Is that what's happening here? What does this do? Can't be blocked with creatures power 2 or greater. So it just turns this into a 2/2 that doesn't have any stats, which I think is still fine. I'd rather play that than use Banishing Light here, I think. I kind of want to save this for a bigger creature, given that they're blue-green. So if they play like a Lily Splash Mentor or something, I want to use it to kill that. I don't need to give the Bramblecard Captain haste. Let's see what they do. Pawn Prophet, okay. That's pretty good. So they even have a counter magic mana up here. I gotta decide what I want to do. I just hope they don't have a counter here. Okay. Let's attack. Next turn we have the Intrepid Rabbit available, along with Seedpod Squire. Now the thing is, they're gonna shut off my Brambleguard Captain, which is kind of annoying. But the nice thing though is I can, if they shut off my Captain, then on the following turn I can play Seedpod Squire, give it haste, and then have that attack, and that's also very nice. So they're gonna shut off my Captain. Yep, I can't block. It's fine. Also, if they play something big, I can still Banishing Light, like a green shell. I hope they don't have a green shell in their deck, but so far they've played premium cards. Oh my... How do we run into these decks? You know what I mean? Like, how do we run into these decks? Now, they didn't draw a card. They didn't draw a card. But they have a blue up. They have a blue up, so I don't really care about Banishing Light right now. They just used this to stun my Rallier. So I'm gonna just play Seedpod Squire. Alright. See what they do. What... Okay, I mean, this deck's gonna be tough to beat. They've literally just played ridiculous bombs almost every turn. Alright, they're getting aggressive. Okay. Sir, why didn't they shut off my Seedpod Squire? Okay. Well, certainly not blocking these creatures. Dream Dew Entrancer is absolutely bananas. It's one of the best rares in the entire set, and it's extremely unfortunate that we have to play against it when we're trying to play for $2,000. Yep, Runaway Together. They still have Shore Up available here, which is quite annoying. Alright, how do we want to do this? I can't really attack very well, unless I play the Intrepid Rabbit. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's pump the Captain, and then we can turn it into a 4/4. So that still allows us to attack. Now, if they use a Shore Up here, obviously it's bad for us, but... Okay, it looks like they're gonna... Oh, they're just gonna let Pawn Prophet die. I am happy with that. Even just... Any threat, right? Getting rid of any threat is quite strong. Now, here's my question. Do we block the Entrancer? Like, they're getting very aggressive here, but next turn, I can threaten lots and lots of damage. Oh, they are. Okay. Shutting down the Brambleguard Captain. I don't want to double block. I don't want to block at all, actually. I mean, I could have chumped with this, but I don't think I necessarily need to do that just yet. Yeah, okay. Wow, they left up a green this time. Okay. That opens the door here. But that's obviously insane. But I don't think they can afford to tap their own creature. Right? Alright, what do we want to do? I don't have a good attack. Yeah, I'm going to use Banishing Light here. On the Entrancer. Now that they don't have Shore Up available. And then I'll play a Seedpod Squire. And I'll pass. Hivespine Wolverine to kill Banishing. Okay. Like, I just drafted like a normal low-to-the-ground red-white deck, and my opponent drafted a blue-green theme deck. And this, instances like this, like, it's just, you know, you're just gonna lose. Like, that's it. Like, there's not much I can do here, right? Like, I've tried to give myself answers, but it didn't matter. And, yeah, this is gonna be brutal. I can't even untap these because they have stun counters on them, I think. Yeah. So if I give this haste, no, sure. So they have Into the Floodmaw as well. Okay. So lots of good tricks, lots of good creatures. Our only hope is to just have an absolutely incredible start and beat them down. That is the only hope. We do have some removal and some combat tricks, and hopefully that's enough to get it done. Note that Sonar Strike might be better here just because they have some X-Force. But here I am going to make some double blocks just to get a little more information on the type of combat tricks that they might be working with. Like, might as well just try to probe and try to get a little more information here, right? Like, I know I'm dead here. Like, this is one of those drafts, at least. I didn't want to waffle. Like, I just wanted to plant my flag and not move away. Because that, in the last draft, like, I moved away and it was a disaster, right? Alright, we're dead. Okay. Good beats. They have a fantastic, fantastic deck. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Banishing Light, especially because they have the Hivespine Wolverine. And I'll play the Sonar Strike instead. And that also makes me not want to play the Short Bow, just because I don't want them to get kill things for free. And then I want to replace that with something else as well. Could be the Teapot Slinger because I'm on the play. All right, I'll play the Teapot Slinger because I'm on the play. We'll try that. All right. Starting out a little brutal, but, you know, if it was like a close game where there was some back and forth, I don't know. I mean, it always feels bad to lose, but in this instance, it's just my deck. My opponent's deck is straight up better than mine. I need to just curve out, hope they stumble, and that is my only shot. All right, on the play, plains, couple of mountains. I mean, this is what a Valiant deck looks like with a bunch of commons. Turn to Whiskerquill Scribe into Thistledown players. They even have the Sunshower Druid. What can you do? Come on, like, let me get some damage in, bro. Come on. Really? Really? Oh my gosh. They literally have like the dream blue-green deck. Sunshower Druid is absolutely phenomenal in blue-green. And they have like double Sunshower Druid, the best Simic rare, two amazing 2-mana rares in their deck. Pawn Prophet, a good interaction. The runaway together in here attack. Like, what? Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's like that, huh? What can I do? I don't have anything to kill either. I'll play the Squire. It flies. It helps me maybe push through some damage. They're getting really aggressive here. They probably have a Dream Dew Entrancer, and I'm going to be really sad. Oh, is it another? No, it's not another. I was like, is it another Runaway Together? Oh, it is another Runaway Together. Oh, it's a dire downdraft. Do I want that on top? It's pretty good. I gotta think here. This is a big turn. Yeah, I do think I want it. I'll play the Slinger. I'll block the Druid. Unless they play a Hivespine. Oh, man. The little Sunshower Druid that could, huh? Yeah, I really need to kill that Pawn Prop. Dude. Come on. Alright, Teapot Slinger down. Alright. Not much I can do about that. I mean, we're racing. Oh, I wonder if they have the... I mean, they already used a runaway together. Like, do I want to kill Pawn Prophet or gain some life? No, I'll sack this. I'll sack this Slinger. Okay. I'm so afraid of the stupid moose. Like, I'm terrified of the moose. I'm going to attack with both. And this is really odd, but I think I'm going to pass. And just, like, try to clear out the board a little bit. Is it the moose? It's the crab. Okay. Well, I'm glad I did this. I mean, it's not like it was insane. It was just the only play that we could make. Hey, them considering that means that maybe they're out of gas, right? Like, that is a sign for sure. Oh my. Scary, scary, scary. Alright, let's think. I think I just want to add a bunch of creatures to the battlefield. All right, I'm at 5, they're at 9. And this is the board situation. Hardfire Hero can chump block, put them down to 7 if I wanted. Even if they bounce this, I go down to 1. If they play an Entrancer, I go down to 1. Next turn, I can play Seed Pot Squire, give that haste, and attack for a lot. They know I have the Squire. All right. Wow, what a draw. Okay, okay. Intrepid Rabbit is fantastic. Intrepid Rabbit is fantastic. How do I want to do this? I think I want to go wide. This makes it so they just can't block. Or they have to block with Pawn Prophet. I'm just going to play it super conservative here, honestly. That's my plan. They're at 9 life. Okay. Oh my gosh. They didn't draw their bombs, and we beat them down. Wow. This Teapot Slinger seems terrible. Do I just play the removal anyways? Maybe I just maximize on removal. I know they have the Wolverine. I just hope they don't draw it. It's that or the short bow. They have so much bounce. Like, I just feel like I get blown out every time I spend mana on this. All right, let's go with the Banishing Light. All right, here we go. We're playing against a far superior deck. We're going to try our best here. We are on the draw with 2 mountains. Take out the trash. Like I said, our opponent's deck is way better. I'm going to keep this. We're on the draw. We have 2 lands and a take out the trash. If we find a plains, we can cast Thistle Down players. If we draw 4 lands, then we can play the Guard Mouse. So I'm going to go with this. Raccoon Rallier would be fantastic. Okay, our opponent mulligan too. Okay, this is every little bit counts for us. Really want a plains here. Don't play Pawn Prophet. Play the Azure Beastbinder. Okay, I'm killing that immediately. 3-tree Root Weaver. You got nothing. Get out of here. All right. But we've drawn back-to-back mountains. Now, the nice thing about this is I can play my Veteran Guard Mouse, but I would really like to draw Plains or a 2-mana red play. So I missed there. So that was really bad. Hopefully they don't do anything here. Come on. That's okay. They had to play. Plume-Creed Escort. Sunshower Druid on the Escort. Yep. Yeah, why can I draw Plains? You know? Plains would be so good. Alright. I mean, this is it. This is all we have. They're going to bounce the Sunshower Druid. Oh, this is a disaster. Oh, they're just bouncing it. Okay. It's a tempo play, but it's not that bad. Another Sunshower Druid. Okay. Okay. They're tempoing me. They don't have lands. I think I would have spread the counters, honestly, personally. But okay. I'm actually not sure what to do here. I'm going to pass. We'll see what happens. I'm going to try to kill it. It worked! Oh my gosh, it worked. It worked! It worked, it worked, it worked. Okay. I'm going to go double spell this turn. I'm going to go double spell this turn. I'm going to play Thistledown Players and Whisker Quill Scribe. Okay. No attacks. This is great. Come on! Nothing from them. Okay. Do I play the boar now? They could have Dire Downdraft. I'm going to play this as my last card, I think. Let's maximize damage here. Alright, Veteran Guard Mouse. Bravekin Duo. 5 lands. Sky Skipper Duo on Sunshower Druid. Sure. So this comes into play as a 4/4. Okay. Okay, we have to be mindful of that. Alright, so Quake Tusk Boar gets to attack. And then... Okay, let me think. Quake Tusk Boar, obviously. If this gets targeted for the first time, it gets +1/+1 first strike. So all I need to do is target Thistledown Players here. Then attack with Thistledown Players. Like this. And then I can pump the Veteran Guard Mouse as well. Why don't I just attack with everything? And if they eat one of these, I don't actually care. Right? Let's put that on the bottom. Like, they can eat a Whisker Quill Scribe. But I want to maximize damage. I mean, this is an attack for 15, right? They didn't even chump with the Sunshower Druid. That's crazy to me. Alright, they're at 2 life. They are at 2 life. What do you have? They can have the crab. Yep, they can have the crab. Yes! 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 Okay, Game 1, they drew the best part of their deck, and our opponent just... Honestly, our opponent had a much better deck. I think they're still... they have a really good chance of cashing. I cannot believe I beat them. Their deck was so much better. Alright, I'm going to look at my deck one more time. Feels fine to me. I think I don't need the Sonar Strike here. Okay. Maybe I want the Sonar Strike? I don't know. I like the fact that the short bow does so many nice things in my deck. And I like the fact that Banishing Light kills big things. So, we'll keep it like this. Okay. 1-0. We are 1 match win away from cashing. That was a tough one. Definitely feeling the pressure. Alright. On the draw here. Sadly on the draw, but our hand is really, really good. We have Bravekin Duo into Brightblade Stoat. Which is great. Into Hop to it with Take Out the Trash. Our opponent's on red-black. with a Raccoon Rallier. Okay. I will play the Stoat. No attacks. Stoat is great here. They have a removal spell. They're going to probably want to use it on the Stoat. And then they're probably going to attack me, and then I can... Yeah. But if they take two, it's not too bad. Okay, so that I mean, it feels like they have a very aggressive hand, given that sequence, right? I can either play Hop to it or Raccoon Rallier Uncharted Haven, but if I do that, I can't double spell anyways. I'm just going to add as much as possible to the board here. Especially because they took the damage from the Hunger. They have to be somewhat careful as well. I have Bravekin Duo, which I can use to pump things as well. I have Take Out the Trash to kill whatever creature that they might play. So those are all decent things for us. Yep. No blocks. What do you got? Okay. Double creature? Oh, sure. What? Okay. I see. Very interesting. I feel like this is probably just a Seed Pod Squire turn. They can't really... Like, they need to have a removal spell or a trick. So we'll do that. And then I'm down to, like, triple block the Agate Blade Assassin or whatever, depending on what they have. Looks like a removal spell, but like I said, Hop to it just makes a bunch of things. Oh, wow. This is interesting. I'll kill the assassin. Like, trading an assassin for Bravekin Duo seems fine here. I do want to kill the... Alright. I'm going to play Raccoon Rallier and just pass, actually. I'm not even going to play the land. Because I want to be able to rummage this, I think. Wow. Okay, so that's quite nice. Heartfire Hero with the Raccoon Rallier. They have another card? Oh my gosh. Oh. They're just like infinite things I need to kill. I'm going to use this just to draw a card. Alright. Now I have to kill the... There's so many things I have to kill. Deals combat damage to player, exile card. Is it that or is it the Heartfire Hero? I don't even know. I'll kill the Cruel Claw. Let's discard the Haven. See, I kept the land so that I can try to put myself in a good position to top deck nice things. But this is why we can't have nice things. Alright, well... They have a very, very solid red-black deck, and we're getting a little bit flooded out here. We drew 8 lands in our 16-land deck, so we've drawn half the lands in our 16-land deck. That's not great. That was a good draw. Quick Tusk Spore. Alright, I'm going to shift gears now. I'm going to shift gears. Oh, don't be a removal spell, dude. Come on, man. Oh my gosh. Like... Yeah, well... Can safely say that they've outdrawn us in this game. I guess we top deck the Quake Tusk board too. I can't be too upset. I'll take 4. We just have too many like must-answer threats. Daggerfang Duo, sure. Okay. Intrepid Rabbit is certainly interesting. Trying to still trying my best to maximize damage. And honestly, trading a 1/1 for a 3/2 Daggerfang duo there is fantastic, right? Rabbit was a very good draw. Oh no. Might of the Meek. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. Alright, we take it. Let's hope they have no other way to give it trample. Agate Blade Assassin, okay. We need another good draw here. Banishing Light. 9 lands. We can attack, because they might attack with everything. Alright. And the thing is, this thing is just, like, lethal, too. So... this is how close these games are, though, right? It's like... This is how close these games are. It's just like, it really just comes down... In this particular game, it's like, who just drew more spells? That's all it was. Like, who drew more spells? Now, granted, most of my opponent's decks are going to be better than mine. Absolutely. Probably bringing Sonar Strike in this matchup. Although Head of the Homestead might also be pretty good here. Just to have lots of things in play. So maybe I try to go big in this matchup. Alright, we're just blocking everything. Alright, we need Banishing Light. And like... a million other cards. You don't have anything. Alright. Okay. So, we are playing against a black-red aggro deck. I do think I want the Sonar Strike. Might want the Head of the Homesteads. Let's cut the short bow. Like I said, I want this matchup to probably go a little bit longer. Might even cut the Bravekin duos and play an extra land here. And just go bigger in this particular matchup. I just don't know that I'm going to be able to successfully run them over. Yeah, this seems fine. I don't know how good Repel Calamity is in this matchup. They don't have that many big creatures. So I could board that out. Like, the only big creature that they had was when they pumped the hero, right? So yeah, I do think I can board that out as well. All right. All right, red-white, a little bit bigger this time around. And this is the beauty of best of 3. Hopefully these adjustments are good enough for us to help us take down our opponent. All right, down a game. We're going to play first, and I will keep this hand. 3 lands. We're going to go Uncharted Haven on red. Go turn 2 Raccoon Rallier into something. They have a 1-drop? Oh, Blacksmith's Talent, too. Good deck. Good deck, opponent. Well met. Well met. Alright, Flame Cash Gecko, sure. That's a hop to it, but I'm going to play Thistledown Players. Let's give it haste. Attack. Give it Vigilance. Land would be nice, because then I can go Seed Pod Squire and give that haste too. They could just tick up their Blacksmith's Talent, but that is pretty rough. It just doesn't add to the board in any way. And then if they do that and I draw a land, then I can go take out the trash into Whiskerquill Scribe, which is quite nice. Also, the trade is not terrible for me either. Looks like they're going to just want to use a... They're looking... Looks like they might want to just use a removal spell. No, it's just a Daggerfang duo. Sure. Okay. And we found a Sonar Strike. It's a little bit unfortunate here just because we don't have a land. I could play the take out the trash here on the duo. Yeah, let's do that. Then I'll discard the Scribe. Would love to draw a land. Nope. I don't think I'm interested in this trade here on the left. So I'm just going to attack with the players. Too bad it untaps non-land permanents. I really wanted to find a land there. Feather of Flight, Nombo with the Seed Pod Squire. The infamous Cruel Claw. Okay. I mean, nothing to play here, really. What do I want to do? Hop to it makes the best use of my mana. And I can just do a double block, maybe? Yeah. Thing is, I can finish it off with the Sonar Strike as well. Like, on my turn, potentially. I really needed to find a land, though. It's, like, super unfortunate. I even went up to 17 lands. I've rummaged with the take out the trash. We kept the 3-lander. Okay. What can they do for 1 red? Might of the Meek. Oh, Heartfire Hero? Sure. Okay. We drew a land. We drew a land. That's very good. That is very good. Kind of an interesting spot here, because they have the infamous Cruel Claw. I can give this haste and just attack. No, I'm going to play Whisker Quill Scribe and pass. That's the plan. That is the plan. Because we have just a number of different plays we can make here. If they pass... Well, again, it completely just depends on what they do. I think I'm probably just going to go... I'm probably just going to Sonar Strike, to be honest. Wow, they left up 0 black. I mean, I can just double block with my scribe. They're attacking me with the gecko. Okay. That seems like a bad attack. On their part. Do they have another play? Like, I don't know what's happening. Oh, it's just another Flame Cash Gecko. I gotta think here now. This is a big turn. Because I'm gonna cast Feather of Flight. I just don't know where. It's probably on the Scribe, honestly. Wow. Okay. So they're at 11 life. We just drew Flowerfoot Swordmaster, which doesn't do that much here. Seed Pod Squire and just hit them for 5 in the air. Yeah, that seems good. Sure. All right. We have 2 flyers. We have a blocker. We're at 20 life. So not in too much danger of dying here. The Cruel Claw will be able to hit me, so that's obviously scary. But I just wanted to put myself in the best position here to attack for lethal. They have to be pretty careful with how they choose to attack as well. I do have a Raccoon Rallier as well. So, if anything, they probably should just attack with the Cruel Claw. Try to hit a good spell. Get some information that way. But it's a decent blocker as well. Alright, Conduct Electricity was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Why did they play a land? You have to discard a card. Okay, I guess they didn't want to use it. What the heck? They're going to activate it without knowing how this works. I think. Like, they shouldn't have played the land. Quake Tusk Boar. Mice you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. So I can get them down to 1. Like, there's no way I have lethal here, right? There's, like, no world where I have lethal. Do I want to play this? And leave up Sonar Strike? Yeah. I'm gonna play it without Offspring. They're at 2 life. They are at 2 life. This doesn't trample, which is good. This gives me an extra blocker. I'm at potentially 16. They can tick this up. All right, sure. Super close game. Super, super close game. Probably want to double block the Cruel Claw. Although I might want to cast a Sonar Strike before anything happens. We'll see what they do with the Blacksmith's Talent. I mean, land for Quake Tusk Boar would obviously just be insane. Conduct Electricity, very good against all of our tokens. Okay, well that's a great sign. Okay. So this is a big double striker. I take 10. I can double block here. I take 10. And then I kill this. Right? And then they're dead. Whew. Alright, we're at 3 life. Alright, game 3. Let's go. Our opponent's deck is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Again, they don't have that many targets for Repel Calamity. Conduct Electricity, they don't really make any tokens. They don't have that many flyers for the short bow. I could consider Waxwing Witness, but it doesn't seem very good. Alright, here we go. Why does every game just have to be so dramatic here? Our opponent has a solid red-black deck with double Flame Cash Gecko, Cruel Claw, like a bunch of Nocturnal Hungers. Alright, this is it. This is our game for $500. Can we get a decent opener? Alright, opponent on the play. Let's take a look at our hand. We have Triple Mountain, Take Out the Trash, Bright Blade Stout, Hop to It, and Seed Pod Squire. I'm keeping. Stout and Hop to It. Like, all these cards are good. I just need to draw planes. And I have to Take Out the Trash to play on turn 2. I just, on the draw, I have a removal spell. I can draw red 2-drops as well. Like, there's just a lot of things I can draw that's good. So, I'm going to kill the Gecko now so I don't get Scales of Shield or whatever. Drew another Take Out the Trash, so that gives me more time. Because this matchup is so much about resources, you don't want to be down a card. Right? Let's draw planes. Come on, deck! 1 planes! One planes and I have another removal spell. You know what I mean? If they had Cruel Claw, they probably would have played a turn 3. Come on, deck! Just don't give me a white card. Alright? That's all I'm asking. Do not give me a white card. We're still in this. If that was their best play last turn, we're still in this. They probably have a lot of removal, though. Heartfire Hero, okay. Come on, planes. Come on, planes. Like, planes or red spell, right? Planes or red spell. Okay. Thank goodness. Now, here's the thing. They probably have a removal spell. So I'm going to play Hop to It first, as this plays the best against it. Another planes would actually be quite nice for that reason. Alright, they can't attack me at least, or I don't think that they will attack me. Okay! Okay. I'm not going to play this. I'm going to keep up Sonar Strike because I feel like there's a high chance that my Seed Pod Squire will die. Yep. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's kill the duo. No blocks here on the assassin. Okay. At least we have a real game. That's all I can ask for. That is all I can ask for. Let's attack with the 2 tokens. They're not blocking. And then let's play 2 creatures. Okay. This is what we got. We have a Banishing Light, and that's it. Now we need to keep drawing good cards. It's just top deck mode. Now they play their own Veteran Guard Mouse, which is great. What do they have? Another Heartfire Hero. Now they need to find some way to target them, but if not, then we're okay. What do we do? Banishing Light on the Veteran Guard Mouse. Then we get to attack with the Guard Mouse. Land was an awful draw. This is so close. Like, they're on 5 lands too. So it's just like, it's just top deck wars, right? Whose deck will bless them? Heartborn Battler is not that big of a deal. I would love a way to target the Veteran Guard Mouse. Okay, that's a way. You know, it's not a super flashy draw, but I'll take it. And now I don't want to attack with the Guard Mouse. I'll just pass. Okay. I really hope they get flooded. I'm not gonna lie. Get flooded, opponent. I'm gonna keep this land in my hand. I do have the Whisker Quill Scribes to rummage, along with take out the trash, so I will not play the mountain in my hand. Reptilian Recruiter. Interesting. Oh, they get to take the Guard Mouse. But I do have the Stoat, so this isn't too bad. Oh, they can take, like, the Rallier and give this... Wait, that doesn't... Oh! Yeah, that's fine. I guess they can... That is a better long-term solution. But the thing is, they can't really attack us. So, you know, it's okay. That was a big play. The same type of situation. They're on 5 lands and they keep drawing spells. So we need to... Is this sorcery speed only? Okay. What happens if I give this +1/+0? It has First Strike? The thing is, they can, like, do, like, a super block, right? And it's just not great. Like, if they block with, like, the 3 toughness creatures and the 4/2, I mean, it can kill these 2. I'm trying to think, like, how bad... Like, what if they block Battler, Assassin, Hero, and Hero? I mean, it's a 2-for-1. No. I'm gonna wait. I'm going to play patient here. I'm just going to keep scrying. That's my plan. We have plenty of decent blockers here. And I just want to play like a longer game here. All right, so they have maybe nothing. Scrying a land to the bottom and drawing a land is obviously not the recipe for success here. Okay, we put 2 lands on the bottom. What other ways did I have to rummage? No attacks. I had take out the trash and Whisker Quill Scribe, so I'm going to keep these lands. Just playing a longer game here with the Raccoon Rally or Veteran Guard Mouse. Every little bit counts, and the fact that we've scryed 2 lands to the bottom is great. 7, 8, 10 lands now. We've gone through 10 lands. And presumably they're also going to be seeing a lot of lands here. This is good. All right, they have nothing. All right, we drew a spell. We drew a spell. We're going to scry again. I will keep that. Absolutely. I'll play this for Offspring. So now this is interesting. I could target my Swordmaster, and this now had attacks for 5. Does that change something? Like, if I target my Swordmaster, and I attack for 5 first strike, that does change the equation, right? Like, what if they just put everything in front of this? Like, I'm not entirely sure if that was worth. But I feel relatively safe here. Intrepid Rabbit on both the Swordmaster and this seems awesome, right? Too bad it doesn't pump everything else. Agate Blade Assassin is not too bad. Now, were they sandbagging something else is the question. Doesn't look like it. Okay. I like the idea of scrying every turn. Yeah. This Raccoon Rally or Guard Mouse combo is being very, very good for us. Okay. These are good attacks. These are good attacks. Man, this video is going to be like 3 hours long. What are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? We've now scryed 3 lands to the bottom. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 6 lands left to draw. They're chumping, which is excellent for us. We're trading a 1/1 token for an Agate Blade Assassin. Also excellent for us. Alright, they're at 10 life. They are at 10 life. Whisker Quill Scribe was the draw. I could give that haste. Or I can continue just targeting the Guard Mouse and scrying, which is almost the same as drawing a card, and it's just like a... It's a good attack. I still want to be careful here. I think I can attack with the Rabbit as well. Okay, scry to the bottom. Great. Attack, attack. The Battler doesn't do much, so I imagine they might just want to trade that. But this having first strike is obviously great. And then we'll play the Scribe. Next turn, now that we have this in play, I might pump the Swordmaster, because that would then give all my other mice +1/+0. Alright, this puts us down to 10. Alright, they're at 6, so next turn I can just kind of attack with everything. Alright, what you got? Oh my. What a game. What a game. Alright, that was their draw for the turn. That was their draw for the turn. Alright. Thistle Down Players. I just don't see how this doesn't kill them. So... And I gained a life here from the Stoat. I mean, they could have a removal spell, obviously. Yes! Oh! Just getting that first cash feels so good. Both times down the first game, won games 2 and game 3. We just ground out incremental advantage with that scrying every single turn with the mouse. And we have now won $500. Yes! Let's go! 2 more to go. We've already redeemed ourselves, okay? We've already redeemed ourselves. We went 1-2 in that draft in the last Arena Open 2 weeks ago. We're now 2-0. If we go 2-1, we can win $2,000. All right, it's me up against Lenny here. Me up against Lenny. Opponent choosing to go first. Our hand is great. We have a Bravekin Duo. Heartfire Hero. Our opponent went Bone Cash Overseer, of course. Alright, so they're on Squirrel Shenanigans. I will lead with Bravekin Duo, because next turn I can go Hardfire Hero and put a counter on it. That seems pretty nice. Get that combination going. Osteomancer Adept. That's also a very, very good combination. I'm not going to kill it just yet. It's just a Death Touch creature for now. So let's just go ahead and get this going. Utilize every ounce of the mana that we have. And obviously I'm okay trading probably Heartfire Hero for the Osteomancer Adept. We'll see. They had Savor. That's rough. And they don't even take damage. Darn. Okay. That was a good draw. I will play hop to it. Tech. Oh, we do have good answers here, right? We have good removal. And they had a great start as well, right? This is as good of a start as you can have in black-green. We're going to start running into some really, really strong decks. Bushy Bodyguard here. It's a 4/3. And they draw a card. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Shortbow, you know, maybe shortbow just sucks. I am willing to concede that. Perhaps shortbow is not good. All right, try to get in for every point of damage. They can't forage just yet. They need to like exile a bunch of cards to make this work. So I think I'm okay for now. I do have take out the trash here as well, right? So I can kill this adept when I feel like it might get a little bit scary. It's a fine line. Like if they play cash grab, it's pretty bad for me. Because then if they go cash grab for a forest, then they can play that too. But right now it's just a Curious Forager on an empty board, so I'm not feeling too bad. All right, we found a Bravekin duo here. Yeah, I'm not going to mess around here. I'm just like inviting disaster here. Let's kill the adept. And let's play a duo. Can't attack quite yet, but now it's like as we draw lands, at least the duos in conjunction with the hop to its allow us to kind of attack through things. Now I have to be a little bit more mindful with the Banishing Light and save that for some bigger stuff. Aggressive attack, meaning they're going to play something big here to block my tokens. Downwind Ambusher. Okay, Bravekin duo down. Yeah, great deck, opponent. Alright, so now we have a Whisker Quill Scribe and a Shortbow. I think I'm just going to play both. No point attacking right now. I probably should have just double blocked. I mean, now that they played the Downwind Ambusher, I'm okay just using 2 tokens and then kind of seeing if they have a removal spell to quote unquote blow me out. But this seems like a nightmare matchup for me. All right, happy enough with that. But they got some forage stuff going. Yep. Unsurprisingly, they did that just because they ran this one out. So it's going to be really, really hard to outgrind this deck. So they got the Osteomancer Adept. They're going to draw a card. It's just like all kinds of disaster. What is... I mean, look. You're just gonna run into some busted decks at this point. That's gonna happen. All right. I'm gonna kill this Forager. I'm gonna put Shortbow on this token, and then attack. Like, the Thornwall Forager is going to get them too much value. So I just don't want that to be a thing. Maybe I should just block with the Whisker Quill Adept at this point. I don't know. It's just like, they're hitting me for a fair amount of damage. And getting these off the table doesn't seem bad. And then I can go Seed Pod Squire. And hope they don't have an answer for that. If I draw a land, I can still go like Seed Pod Squire, move the bow onto my Bravekin duo to trade with the Adept. If that's something that they want to put on the table. 4 mana. Not good. It's like, this kind of reminds me of my first deck I had in the last Arena Open. It was just completely busted. Stargaze! Interesting. Alright, so now, obviously, we are heavily incentivized to try to end this game as quickly as possible. They're just crushing us in card advantage. But this, yeah, I mean, precisely one of those types of matchups where it's like, they have the Saber too, they have a bunch of 2s. This is just a really horrific matchup for us. Happy trading my 1/1 token there for a Curious Forager. And then they have the... They didn't play the Osteomancer Adept. Okay, so they went Baker's Bane Duo instead. Interesting. No real point doing this. So yeah, this is just the Seed Pod Squire, play the land, and then move the bow over to the Squire. This way I can block everything and hope they don't have a removal spell. I mean, it's very likely that they have a removal spell, but look, we just have to play like they don't have a removal spell. Looks up Nocturnal Hunger, yeah. Ay, ay, ay. I'm gonna take it. I think the rummage matters. I don't know why they didn't play the adept. Like, they missed out on a point of damage. I don't think it's gonna matter. But they should crack their food and draw a card. I guess they can do that at any time. Alright, so that was not bad. Yep. I'm at 6 life. I feel like I'm not really in any position to attack. But I will put the short bow on the guard mouse just to get a scry. And I will keep the rabbit. No blocks. This is rough. They can get back the forager. They're drawing a card. Yeah, their deck is fantastic. To be fair, like, I feel like most of my opponent's decks have been pretty good. And we've just been scrapping it out with our fairly mediocre red-white deck. So the fact that we're here at 2-0, you know, this is like a happy 2-0, right? Sometimes you're like, yeah, my deck was sick. I was supposed to get there anyways. This deck, come on, man. Like, I'm at 6 life. I got a block. Did they get that back? No, they that's another, that's a second, wait. That's a second downwind ambusher. Dear Lord. This is just not right. This is not right. Oh my gosh. This is just a They have a Valley Rotcaller too? What the hell is this deck? Like, I want to play less X1s, right? Because they have Downwind Ambusher. So I feel like Bravekin Duos are probably something that I don't want. Sonar Strike's probably fine. Then I probably want to find a room for another creature. Is it the Slinger on the play? Could be. I don't know that Head of the Homestead does much. Like I said, they didn't have that many tokens. Alright, I'll try the Slinger, I guess. I don't know. Well played, Lenny. Well played. Play first. It's a 5-lander, but I have Heartfire Hero into Raccoon Rallier, and I'm just gonna hope that I draw well. I don't think, I mean, 1-drop, 2-drop, like, I don't think I want to mulligan this. Of course, we drew land right away, because why wouldn't we? Alright, well. I mean, I'm playing against, like, a superior deck. It's like, this is just... Okay. Well played. Back-to-back lands, keeping a 5-lander on the play. Not ideal. But like I said, this is like a 4-0 deck, right? What my opponent's playing. So I need to put myself in a position where I can beat like their average draws. And I felt like that 1-2 punch was our best shot at doing something like that. Here, I'm not going to grow the Heartfire Hero just because I need to rummage. So let's go ahead and do that because we drew all the lands on the planet. Oh, hello. That is really interesting. This is fine. I gotta just maximize the damage, my damage output here. And because I have 2 good Valiant targets, I'm okay with this. Like, because I have all these lands, I'm happy rummaging through them as well. So, I want to just keep the board as clear as possible and just keep attacking. Valley Rotcaller and... Saver, I guess. Cash Grab. God, their deck is so good. They have Vine Reap Mentor too. Like, what is one supposed to do? All right, that was a good draw. We're doing things! We are doing things! We are like drawing out of this. Is this when it dies? Okay. But hey, we got to eat a Valley Rock Collar for free. This is just like literally a squirrel precon deck. Thornvault Forager, Valley Rot Collar, Vinereap Mentor, Saver. Like, I'm waiting for the Innkeeper's Talent. It's coming. And we drew really well. Remember when we had 6 lands in our hand? Oh, man. Okay. Oh my gosh, that is ridiculous. All right, so let's see what I can do. I can play Seed Pod Squire, give it haste, pump my Swordmaster, and attack with everything. And that pumps all my rats, or my mice. Let's see, what if I pump this? Because this is going to block here anyways, probably. All right. Yeah, I figured that block was coming. All right, they have a bunch of food, but they're at 4 life, and I have a really big board. And I have Banishing Light in my hand. Seed Pod Squire in play, 6 power in the air. Oh my gosh! We are going to game 3 against one of the best Squirrels decks I've ever seen. Okay. Keeping it the same. They need a really bad draw, honestly. That was super lucky. But hey, that's why we play. You can win any game of Magic. Alright, please, good hand. I need a good hand, and I need them to have a bad hand. Alright, what do we have? 3 planes. This is a bad hand. This is a bad hand. I can't play. I don't have a 2-drop I can play. I can't mulligan. I can't go to 5, but we mulliganed. It gives us complaint equity, alright? That's what that is. Oh well. Yeah, you see why I like playing the Uncharted territory, by the way? It's just like this happens a lot. And then our opponent went Overseer into Vinereap Mentor, so might have been hard to win anyways. At least we drew the red source. I mean, I'll block the Mentor. This card's so damn good. It's unbelievable how good this card is. Like, I'm red-white aggro. They traded with my creature and got 2 food. But, like, the correct thing for me to do is block. And then they have the Forager. They can sack a food, get back the Mentor. A Bushy Bodyguard, draw a card. Like, this is, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. We'll just keep it at that. It is what it is. Next turn we can go Slinger, I guess? Do we block the Bodyguard? No, probably not. We need to deal damage to the opponent. That is how we win. I'll play the Slinger, and I'll pass. They're probably going to sack a food and, like, or do that. This is so ridiculous. Their deck is so insane. Alright, hey, we got a game off of our opponent. We cannot be too upset. They can cast Vinereap Mentor out of the graveyard with the Osteomancer Adept. It's by foraging, like, this is just way too much stuff. Like, now I have to take out the trash on the Adept. The Overseer's ridiculous in their deck. You know the person I have to blame? The person who passing to Lenny. How did you let this happen? Huh? How did you let this happen? Not cool, bro. Oh, yeah, you get another food. Oh, you draw a card. Mm-hmm. Why did they do that first? Maybe because they have a Saver too in their hand? Who knows? Oh, they can play this too? Wait, how does this work? Does that work still? Or is it only the creatures that were in the yard when you activated this? But they have to like forage a lot. Okay, well they're doing it anyways. I don't want to play this game anymore, folks. I really do not. I'm getting this off the battlefield. I think that's just too scary. It's like a horrible use of my mana, but they have 5 cards in it. Like, we are like 0% to win this game, probably. Like, literally 0. Like, I don't have a rare that can get me out of this. Okay, alright, you know what? That's... Normally, I would advocate playing it out, but they're gonna play Forager. Like, they literally had it was the perfect squirrel deck. They probably have a Camilla in there somewhere. Okay? Alright, 2-1. Like I said, we cashed. We're happy. Our deck isn't insane, so I'm fairly happy with this cash. I'm not going to lie. Anything else is gravy, but we at least get to go home or stay home for $500, and now hopefully we play against... Can we just play against like a mediocre deck? Like that black-red deck was all right, but man, we've been... Like, every time it's just like, oh, I'm playing against a deck that has the best rare in their colors, and here I am playing a bunch of Take Out the Trashes and Thistledown players. Whew. All right. Whisker Quill Scribe, Stoat. This is a good hand, though. 2 planes from the opponent. What do I want to do? Probably the Stoat. Just, I feel like this is going to be a creature-centric matchup, and I want to gain some life. They could have Parting Gust here and give me a fish, but that's whatever. Jolly Gerbils. Interesting. I don't want to use Take Out the Trash because they're set up for a Crumb and Get It here. So I think I'm just going to play a Thistledown Players and just pass. Like, this one at least makes them flinch first, right? Because I have to Take Out the Trash. Like, if they just pass... I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't even need to Rummage, really. Well, I guess I can. But I kind of want to just play another Thistledown Players, right? Now, the question is, do they have 2 combat tricks? They could, but, like, I feel like it's hard enough to play around double combat tricks that I'm just gonna, like, if that happens, that happens. And good job, opponent, for keeping a hand with the Jolly Gerbils, double Crumb and Get It. That's kind of where I'm at here. Okay, Sonar Strike is fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'll play another Thistledown Players. Then I'll pass. Like, I don't want to... I could have gone double Whisker Quill Scribe, but it just doesn't attack through the gerbils, right? So... This time, I will play out a Scribe. Because I do want to Rummage. So now we'll target the Scribe. We'll discard a Plains. Alright, drew a hop to it. Like to see that. I think they have it this time. What do you think? I gotta go for it. I gotta try. They could also have the Rabbit Response, I guess. Or it looks like it's just another Crumb and Get It. Crumb-believable. Yeah, you know, it's... They hit me with the good game. You get muted. You get muted. Like, no need for that. You know what I mean? You're a mean person. And you attack me with the gerbils when I have 2 2/2s in play. What if I have a removal spell? Oh, because they have Thoughtsuck Warlock. I guess I should have double blocked. I don't know. Alright. It is good game. It is pretty much game over. Unfortunate. Brightblade Stout. Yeah. My question is, like, where do they... I guess they drew all the cards from the gerbils. I'm like, where do these cards come from? Alright, we're on the defensive here now. Tried my best. They had the second Crumb and Get It. What do you want me to do? The thing is, I feel like I was in a bad situation there regardless, because if I double block and they have a removal spell, I'm in so much trouble, right? So. What is this attack? I'm at 18. I'm like more concerned about the gerbils than the stoat, I think. They gave me another gift. This is like the best Jolly Gerbils deck I've ever seen. I'm glad it's no longer in play. Let's just put it that way. Moonrise Cleric, sure. All right. Ooh, that was a good draw. That was a great draw, actually. Yep. If they're out of gas, I mean, this is not looking bad for us. I guess the stoat keeps my creatures at bay, doesn't it? But, like, I can just rummage every turn now, which is very good. So. Oh, and that is a take out the trash. Yeah, let's kill the stoat. Let's target that. Let's card a land. Attack. I'm going to keep the land in my hand. All right, it's Moonrise Cleric versus what we have. It looks like they're getting flooded. They might need to keep this back to block the Scribe. Given that they're contemplating this, that's a pretty good sign for us. Very solid deck from the opponent. All right, they passed. Repel Calamity. Okay, let's full control this. I want to still rummage. I think. Yeah. I mean, I've already rummaged a bunch. What, 3 lands? 4 lands? Alright, this is fine. That Whisker Quill, I mean, we're just trading up, right? So this is not bad. Daggerfang Duo, are they going to mill themselves? Nope. Alright. Seedpod Squire isn't bad. Let's target the fish. Let's play the Squire. And we'll pass. Okay. I mean, we're slightly ahead. We are slightly ahead. Intrepid Rabbit. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm not attacking with the captain. I'm just going for it. All right. You know, come on. Good game. Good game, opponent. They hit us with that good game. And anytime somebody hits you with the good game and you get them back, it's just the most satisfying thing in the world. Right? Who's with me? Is that not just the best? I think it's the best. All right. In this particular matchup, I do think things get a little more grindy. So I'm going to do the plan where I board into just like removal and expensive cards and try to do something like this. They do have some flyers, so I might want the short bow still, but Repel Calamity might also not be ideal. Black-white doesn't have that many big creatures, so I can cut that maybe. And keep the short bow as just another... It gives me reach. It literally gives reach, which is good. No, I think the short bow stinks. Alright. I'd rather have Head of the Homestead, I think. All right, we got 2-drop into some creatures, sure. Flowerfoot Swordmaster, I am not going to play here. This is a 3-drop. Nettle Guard from the opponent, and I will play the Scribe. Warren Elder, sure. Snap Block. You can crumb and get it, I don't care. Alright, there it is. That is interesting. That is very interesting. I'm gonna do this, but like I said, it's kind of interesting. Kind of depends on what they choose to do here, right? Like, if they attack with both and I just put my rabbit in front of the Nettle Guard, they have to spend their whole turn to kill a 1/1 token? That doesn't seem bad, right? It's just such a big tempo play if I do that. So I'm going to go for it here. I think this isn't bad. It gets me my tempo back, right? Because now I'm the one who's like got some stuff going on here. Now the question is, do I play the Captain, which is a pretty bad blocker, or do I play the Veteran Guard Mouse, which allows me to basically block the Warren Elder? But they did have Crumb and Get It. By playing the Brambleguard Captain, I get to attack for 4 this turn and have a continuous source of damage. And then it kind of forces them to use a removal spell. All right. Oh, never mind. I deal 5 damage. It's a nice little combo. Land would be nice here to cast Head of the Homestead. All right, we'll take it here. Now they're going to play something. Thoughtstalker Warlock, yeah. That's fine. Our hand is very good. I mean, obviously the Warlock's insane, but our hand is very good. Like, if I draw a Mountain, do I go, like, Scribe plus take out the trash? Nah, Head of the Homestead's probably better. Alright, we did draw the land. Sure. I'm really happy that I really like having this as an option against these kind of creature-based matchups where you just want to kind of go wide. I really love that. Yeah, activate again. It's just like such a bad exchange if that's what you want to do. Like, I really dislike this attack in general. Especially because they know I have take out the trash plus the Scribe. Like, maybe they have a way to kill my Captain, I guess? I don't know. If they have Crumb and Get It, whatever. Right? Okay, sure. Oh, yeah. See, my 1/1 traded for their 3/1. Like, what a horrible exchange that was, right? We'll pass. So now, like, what do they do? Like, I know they have Crumb and Get It. Multiple copies, right? So we can just play around it. Like, if they attack me, I can just block. Now, of course, if they have double Crumb and Get It, right? Then that gets me. But they probably have, like, Parting Gift, Crumb and Get It. I don't know. Yeah. So. Oh, that's a really good card. That's unfortunate. And we just drew back-to-back lands. That's really bad. I'm going to have to attack with this. Like, I don't have a choice in the matter. They took it. They're at 4 life. Yeah, drawing 3 lands in a row there in a really, really close contested game is very, very brutal. Very brutal. Moonrise Cleric. All right. Yep, this is rough. What do I do? Well, I will play the Rallier and make them use it, right? Might as well make them use it, and because I drew a Raccoon, I get to Rummage. So let's make them use it. Like, clearly they have it. Now what? I want to keep cards in my hand for the Mentor. And we got to pass. Yep, I think they're going to get this one, sadly. Yep. I mean, they have a good black-white deck. Like, I need to get a really good draw to be able to match them. And honestly, it was just like those lands at the end. Maybe I want the short bow still. The thing is, like, even if I equip it, like, what am I... I mean, I guess it gives a creature vigilance and reach. Like, that's not terrible. Maybe we just cut one of these. Try to be a little more aggro on the play. Should we just try to be more aggro in general on the play? I'm just trying to think about how these games are going to play out. Yeah, on the draw, I like these, but maybe on the play... No, let's split the difference. I don't know how good Bravekin Duo is in this matchup. It just costs a lot of mana, and they can just get me with like a Crumb and Get It. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure about that one. Slow hand, but I will keep because I have Take Out the Trash and Banishing Light here, and then I can play a 4-drop. Play a Gerbils, please. Okay, we got a Stoat. It's funny, they're going to play a Gerbils turn 3. Oh, Moonrise Cleric? Sure. Okay. Let's just go ahead and kill this now before shenanigans occurs. Thornplate Intimidator. We'll take 3. Lose 3 life. Let's kill this one too. Let's play Seed Pod Squire. Nice flyer. Starseer Mentor. Okay, let's play Banishing Light. Let's kill that. Just kill everything. That's what we're doing. Land for Quake Tusk Boar would be incredible. Please. Please give us a land for Quake Tusk Boar. This could be a Glide Dive duo here. Jackdaw Savior. They don't have anything to get back with it, though. Looks like a removal spell, maybe? Yeah, if they double spell here, they could definitely come back from this. That is not a bat, fortunately. Alright, land! Land off the top! No land. No land off the top. Jackdaw Savior. They don't have a flyer to get back. So I'm going to wait. And I will play Veteran Guardmouse. Because I get more value off the Seed Pod Squire if I can target it, right? With the Seed Pod Squire. So that's what I'm going to go for here. Looks like they might have another removal spell. Extremely, extremely close here. We had a very good draw. Lots of removal. Thoughtstalker Warlock. That's super interesting. I think Thistle Down Players is probably the worst card in my hand. I'll keep the land. Short bow. Coming in handy. If they have Crumb and Get It, obviously it's still good. But hopefully the Quake Tusk Boar gives us an attack for 10 next turn. Hopefully that's good enough. Okay. Our creature has first strike. They're at 6. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Yeah, hit him with the good game. Hit him with the good game! Sorry, look, I don't start things, but when they... You know what I mean? Isn't that just justice? That is justice. 3-1, $1,000. Let's play for the full 2,000 with Boros medium beatdowns. All right, here we go. 3-1. Better. That's a record I did not even envision myself having. I was hoping for 2 wins. And just kind of happy to be here. Another mulligan here. Of course, no lands. Going to ship that. We're going to keep this. Now the question is, what do we bottom? I want my lands. I like Feather of Flight. I'm actually going to bottom the Banishing Light. I think that's correct. Who needs removal? I'm just going to play the Stoat, give it wings. Oh, another awesome Squirrels deck, huh? Okay. Please don't savor me. It looks like a cash grab in response. This is a cash grab in response. And they hit some Treetop Sentries. Already, this deck doesn't look as good as the other Squirrels deck we played against. I mean, it's still going to be hard for us to beat a Treetop Sentries, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, man. Can I get my Banishing Light back, please? I didn't know that they were going to get a reach creature. I'm going to pause here, full control. I'm going to pause, full control, and then attack. Because I have this Feather of Flight. Hey, there's a chance they didn't block. How sick would that have been, by the way? Alright, let's go ahead and Valiant Offspring this. Alright, well, never mind. We're just playing against, like, the Nut Squirrels deck. This opponent went turn 2 Cash Grab, turn 3 Camellia, and then... You know, like, what are we gonna do? So plus this gives, I don't know. Like, I guess I'm supposed to rabbit this. I don't even know. So if I rabbit both of these, they both get +2/+0, and then they also get +1/+1. So they both get +3/+1. It's pretty good. I like that. Oh yeah, so they definitely want to just play Treetop Sentries and sacrifice the food. That's simple. That's what you do. Yeah. Easy game. What a draw, right? This is incredible. This is incredible. Oh, man. Incredibly brutal for us. That's all we got. That is all we got. It's a lot of damage. All right, very good block from the opponent. They saw the line. I'm sad that they saw the line, but they saw the line. It's like, this is what we have, and we basically, like, our only hope here is, like, to hopefully draw another really aggressive card. But obviously, I wish I had the Banishing Light. I wanted this because it gave me something to do while giving me a redraw, right? But of course, if my opponent plays an extreme bomb, in something like the Camellia, that changes everything. At least it doesn't pump itself. And the other squirrel in play is not very big. Alright, Rush Shield, Rampager, and... Oh, they have a bite. They have the fight spell too? Come on. That's just too much. You know what I mean? That is far too much. What is our game plan here? I think it's a flying rabbit here, friends. It is a flying rabbit. We're going to the skies with Intrepid Rabbit. Boom. So they can forage and pump this twice if they want to. Now, the nice thing is their life total is fairly low. We just need to hope that they don't have a way to kill my rabbit. Of course they have a way to kill my rabbit. Of course they just have like an awesome squirrels deck here. Of course. Why wouldn't they? I hope they're overly aggressive with this Rush Shield Rampager. How am I sideboarding here? I'm already thinking about sideboard. Sonar Strike, maybe? It's always Sonar Strike. Maybe I should have just been playing the card, to be honest. It's just good. It's just a good card. My deck is so good! What should I do? I have so many options! That's what... That's in my mind, that's like what I'm... That's what I think my opponent's saying. Hello? They didn't activate this. They have this available. I mean, I gotta go for the Quake Tusk Boar, right? I feel like it's a Nocturnal Hunger, but... You know, like... I'm just gonna do it. Like, it has to be a spell. But what, like, yeah. I just wasn't really sure what else I needed to do. Like, this... It was a Consumed by Greed. And they got back Treetop Sentries. Their deck is so good. Alright, so we're gonna be 3 and Squirrels, probably, after this draft. It's like the people who managed to get the Squirrel, the hunt, you know, best uncommon in the set with Camellia. Just like all the Squirrels cards. I mean, Squirrels is the best archetype. In my mind, Squirrels, you know, Squirrels and green-white, obviously. Best archetypes when it's available. I actually prefer a good Squirrels deck to a green-white deck. You just have the capability of having good starts, but also grinding your opponents out in the late game, which I really like. Of course they have a Thornvault Forager. Why wouldn't they have a Thornvault Forager? That's my question. Why wouldn't they? Alright. Anyways, we're probably still dead here. So, yeah, Sonar Strike is good. They have a bunch of X4s, which is pretty nice. I don't know that going ahead of the Homestead does much for me. I feel like my only chance is just like beating them down somehow, some way. But I just, you know, Treetop Sentries is tough as well. Like, I don't know. I think I want to keep my curve low. We had a good draw, too. I mean, it wasn't as good as their draw, but... Wow, attacking with Treetop Sentries. That's bold. When you're so clearly ahead. I mean, that just means their hand is also gas, right? It's just like, yeah, I can do this. Because you're so dead, Paul. Like, yeah, I'm going to attack with my 2/4 reach creature into your 3/3. Because you know why? I have... What? Whatever. Oh, they can get another Treetop Sentries? That's pretty sick. I mean, let's find something. Alright. Well, I'm gonna just keep playing for more information. Let's see what Thornvault Forager gets. Oh, it puts it into their hand. Never mind, they can't put it in play. I'm just curious. Like, I'm curious what their next best squirrel is. Maybe this deck... Is this deck better than the other one? It's possible, right? They have Camellia, they have the Forager as well, but they have Hunter's Talent. They both had the Mentor. What do you got? What do you show me the best thing you can do here. Come on. Oh, 2 Vine Reap Mentors. Okay. Good work. It's a good deck. It's a very, very good deck. Should I just board in Forest and try to cast the Green Shell? Sonar Strike comes in. The short bow, I mean, they don't have any flyers. Do I care about this ability? I'll cut a duo. You know, this card's just... I like the short bow a little bit more. Because with the short bow, you can like spend mana and just move it all around. Alright. Let's play first. I'll keep this hand. We have 3 lands, Raccoon Rallier and Repel Calamity and some stuff. We will try our best and hope that that's good enough. The thing is, I don't even think I can just... Legitimately, I don't think I can beat, like, a turn 2 Vine Reap Mentor. Maybe I do need to just board in the other flyer. Like, they're just gonna play a 3-2, make a food, and I'm just dead. Or play Thornvault Forager. That's also absurd. There's no way you block this mouse. It is scary, though, I will say. So, man, if I draw a land, it would be so good. Land would be so good. Is this a changeling? No, it's a bird. Treetop Sentries. Okay. Land. We drew land. Oh my gosh, we drew land. Let me think. Let me think. What do I do? I think it's the Brambleguard Captain. Do I give it haste? Or do I target the sword masters? If I give this +2/+0, then it gets plus... Okay. Oh, I messed up. God damn it. I needed to just give this haste. Having more mice in play isn't the worst. Was there a better way to sequence that? No, because I have to give the... But like, giving the Captain haste did absolutely nothing. If I targeted the Flowerfoot Swordmaster, it becomes a 3-2? Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, next turn it should be good regardless. Because I have Repel Calamity plus Feather of Flight, or Seedpod Squire. So a lot of good options. I'm hoping they just play another X4, and then if they do that, then I can just go ahead and use Repel Calamity, which I maybe should have done in the previous turn. It looks like the fish, give a fish thing. Nope, it's Camellia. Into Hunter's Talent. Oh, why not? Why the hell not? Would I not play the 3 of the best cards in the entire format? Why not? Am I happy about this? No. This is the best I can do. And I know my opponent's hand is insane, and they are just really trying to preserve their life total. So that block makes sense. That block makes sense for them. Okay, Swamp for the opponent. 3 cards in hand. Green mana. Black, green, something, something. 3 mana, consumed by Corpseberry Cultivator. They can't forage. They can add a counter with the Oak Hollow Village. It looks like, I bet you it's, no, it's just a Bone Cache Overseer. Oh, and then an activation of the Oak Hollow Village. Do it, dude. All right. Well, I am going to kill said Cultivator. I'm going to play the Heartfire Hero. I'm going to give it haste. I will attack. I will make it +1/+1. That is an attack for 6. We are trying our best here, friends. They're at 6 life. We have a flyer. We have Feather of Flight to make another flyer. This Heartfire Hero can just kill them as long as they don't make too much food. So maybe this is enough. I like where we are right now, given the previous turn. Given the fact that our opponent's previous turn with 6 mana was Corpseberry Cultivator plus Bone Cache Overseer, I'm feeling pretty decent. I feel like if they had a removal spell, they probably would have wanted to kill the Seedpod Squire, right? But we shall see. Oh my gosh, we did it! We are going to game 3. How is this happening? How is this happening? All right, we're going to game 3. Okay, well, you know, it's a thing that's happening. It is a thing that is happening. Play it as it lies. This setup one. Okay, come on. Okay, it's only fair now. We mulligan the first game. It's only fair that they mulligan the last game, right? Like to 5 for 2 grand. Look. All right. All right, folks. 3-1. This is one game to decide the winner of $2,000. Our opponent has arguably one of the best Squirrels decks that I've seen. It's a very good deck. And we have a mediocre hand, but it's okay because our deck is on the mediocre side of the spectrum. Our opponent mulliganed. I am keeping. I have 4 lands. Raccoon Rallier, which turns on a lot of the stuff in our deck. We have a Repel Calamity and a Sonar Strike, right? As some removal effects as well. So, just gonna hope to get lucky. We have our Mountains and Plains, and we have a 2-mana card to play. Okay, we need them to stumble a little bit. We drew, the first card that we drew for the turn was a land. Not ideal. We have 16 lands. They don't have a 2-drop here. They probably have a Cash Grab or something to play. Thornvault Forager. All right, well, I'm gonna play my Rallier. I will use Sonar Strike to kill the Forager. All green, but the Forager taps for any color. Treetop Sentries. Okay. It's got to be Sonar Strike on this. Like, they can search for Camellia next turn. So. 6 lands here. They have a 2-4. We do have the answer for that on the following turn. Should have played a Plains to bluff Crumb and get it. They have 3 cards in hand. Looks like a the bite. The Raccoon Rallier has actually been really good in our deck. This has got to be the bite. Yep. Or the fight. Yep. Yeah, if I left up a white, maybe they wouldn't have gone for it. Oh, wait. They put a counter on it? Wow. No play, huh? I didn't use the Feather of Flight just yet. I don't want them to kill my fish. And I want Banishing Light for the Hunter's Talent or whatever. Hivespine Wolverine. I'm glad I waited. Alright, we can use Banishing Light on that. And now I probably just want to make a 2-1 fishy. Oh no, what am I saying? I'm an idiot. I don't want to make a 2-1 fishy. That would be awful. Alright, I want to draw a creature. That counts. And in fact, I think I want to just get it going. I think I just want to play Thistledown Players here. Now, if they go for the fights, but yeah, they're going to hit me for 5. I'm going to take it. What do you have? Okay. All right, we're going for this. Land is not good. Land is not good. All right, this is top deck wars, right? It's top deck wars. I've drawn 8 lands. I have a Thistledown Players versus whatever they have. Okay? I drew another land. This is not good. Oh my gosh. I've drawn 9 lands in my 16 land deck. This is absurd. But they need to whiff as well. Please whiff. Okay, they've also drawn a bunch of lands. This is so close. Okay. Come on. Okay, that's action. Hey, if they don't draw something, this has them dead. Right? They're at 7 life, and I have 7 power in attackers here. Let's play this. I don't need to play any more lands. I have 7 in play. Here we go. Whiff! 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 Come on, whiff! There's a delay. What can this be? My heart's pounding. Come on. Come on. Whisker Quill Scribe lets me redraw. Removal spell would be good. Oh my gosh. Literally the best possible card. Oh, come on. Consumed by Greed? That's unreal. And we drew another land? That is literally the worst possible thing that could have happened to us. That is... We've drawn 10 lands. There's 6 lands left in our deck. Oh my gosh. That's so heartbreaking. All right, we need to draw something good here. Oh, that's so heartbreaking. I mean, it's just... Like, if they played a ground creature, that would have been fine. Even a Treetop Sentries would have been fine. But a removal spell and a 2/4 that draws you a card on that board, that's so crazy. And the fact that I couldn't find anything, any action. Come on! Okay, that counts. That counts. I will attack. Target my scribe. Discard plains. Actually, I'll discard mountain. Okay. That's a quick tusk boar. Do I wait? Do I hold it? Do I hold it or do I play it? Alright, I'm gonna play this land. I'm gonna hold it. I think holding it's gonna be pretty good here. I might be able to just, like, ninja kill them out of nowhere. And I'm playing this because if I draw a 4-mana card next turn, I really want to play both the boar and the 4-mana card. So I play that land specifically, and we'll see what happens. They attacked me? Oh my gosh! Stick. Oh, nice. Nice. Alright. Alright. That's fair. Okay. Okay, so let me think here. I'm gonna think now. If I play Quake Tusk Boar, they can choose not to block it. But if they choose not to block the Quake Tusk Boar, the Treetop Sentries will... The Whisker Quill Scribe will get eaten, and they'll go to 2. Is that game? Is that game? Good thing I played the land. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Okay. Quake Tusk Boar. Quake Tusk Boar. Intrepid Rabbit. If I target this, they have to block. And they can't kill it. Okay. If I double pump this, they have to chump with at least one of these, right? They chump with this. This attacks for 7. It puts them down to 4. And then this eats this. Okay. 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 I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put at least... hold on. What happens if I double pump the Whisker Quill Scribe and attack with everything? Then if they double block this, they die. So they can't double block that. All right. Lethal attack. Well, they have some blocks here, but it's not great for them. And I want to keep the bigger creature around. They cannot double block the Quake Tusk Boar or they die. Right? So now they need to figure out some other blocks. No, but no matter how they block, they're gonna go to 2 here if they have nothing and have an empty board. Please. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They're at 2 life. Our board is incredible. This is the best Golgari deck ever, but they're flooded. I mean, we drew 9 lands too. Are we gonna do it? How are we gonna do it? Come on. Come on. The little Burrow deck that could. The little Burrow deck that could. Can we pull this off? They didn't draw any of their mentors, their Vine Reap mentors. Our board is incredible. Intrepid Rabbit off the top. Good thing that we played the land there. That was so big. If we didn't play the land there, yes! Yes! Let's go! Let's go! Woo! Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! That is how it's done, friends. Never give up. Never surrender. $2,000. Redemption at its finest. Getting it done here. Oh my gosh. We did it. We did it. We absolutely did it. Quake Tuskboar choosing to hold it. Oh my gosh. With this red-white, I look at this deck. I mean, it was fine. But it wasn't anything that special. It just had a curve. I had, what, no rares in my deck? Some removal spells? Just took full advantage of the Rallier and all the different Valiant triggers that we had in our deck. And we were able to fight through some really incredible stuff. I cannot believe that we won $2,000 with this deck. After this draft, if you asked me what record, what would you be happy with? I would have said I'd be happy with $500, honestly. If I go 2-2 with this deck, yeah, ship it. Right? Just like, hey, maybe I get lucky and curve out and I just get my opponents. But we had some insanely close games. We had some insanely tough calls. We played against some insanely strong players. But it all came together. This video is like 1,000,000 hours long. So if you made it this far, congratulations to you and to me, right? Look at where we're at. Oh my gosh. You know what's really funny? After I was down a game in this, I went over on Facebook and I was just like, damn, Luis and Marshall. We have this little group chat. I was like, damn, Luis and Marshall. I'm about to lose to 2 Squirrels decks that were insane. And you know what? $1,000 is pretty good, right? I'm going to lose to 2 Squirrels decks. And we turned it around. We turned it around. Oh, I think the first match, we lost the first game. We came back. The second match, we lost the first game, turned it around. This match, we lost the first game, and we turned it around. What a comeback. What an unbelievable comeback. Oh, I am shaking right now. Redemption. The redemption journey is complete. That last Arena Open, going 1-2 with that terrible blue-white deck, that hurt me. I was so disappointed. I was just like, what am I doing? I can't believe I let this happen. And I was like, you know what? It's okay. We have another Arena Open in 2 weeks. And I'm going to draft a bunch, watch a bunch of videos, watch Newmont, watch Court of Calls, watch all Limited Resources, all those folks. Get as prepared as I can for this event. Put in the work. And it paid off here. And it paid off here, and I got my redemption. And this is our now second $2,000 victory out of, I believe, 4 Arena Opens. So it feels fantastic. And thank you all for watching me on this journey. Because, this is one of the few tournaments that actually matters, right? You're actually playing for something. And when something's on the line, I mean, look at how much more this win means than just like getting a random trophy, right? Arena team, props to you for making this happen. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. We're going to have a nice celebration dinner with the Cheons tonight. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. I can't wait to edit this video. I can't wait for all of you to see this in a couple of days. It's going to be fantastic. I'm just running out of words, but you know what? We got it done with this Boros deck, which shocked me, but we got it done, and I'm super happy. I'm super excited, and I guess now the new season's going to start in September. Maybe we'll try to hit rank 1 in Bloomburrow, but I believe the Arena Open for the next event is going to be Wilds of Eldraine draft, which I did draft a lot, but I'm going to have to kind of get shake off some of that rust. So you might see me do some Wildsville Drain Draft as we prepare for the next Arena Open. But $2,000, we are the victors. Thank you so much for watching. Really, thank you. This was a long, long ride, long journey, and I appreciate that you've stuck all the way to the end here. And that means a lot to me. If you've enjoyed all of this content, of course, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more videos like this. Well, I don't know if you're going to get too many videos like this, but you know, I still try to keep it entertaining. And then, of course, this video is also brought to you by tcgplayer.com. Make sure you check them out. The affiliate link is in the description below for all your MTG singles and sealed product needs. And if you need premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories, check out heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. We are the champions. We are the champions. Thank you so much. And I'll see you all tomorrow.